Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Running inside, it's Fuller. Works ahead for a couple, they'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Sellers. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time working his route. By the time he got his head around, the ball was already there, and he just wasn't able to stab it.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long.
Ready. Blue 85. Blue 85. Kill.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The run inside. It's Williams. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Keeps it on the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. A couple of plays into the end zone. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Carr. Makes a catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams, Bryce alive on 3rd down. Carr above the noise. Right on the money. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Well, on that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier, inbounds, and getting him down, now setting up 4th.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Makes the quick grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
2-14 close.
Using his legs, it's Clark. Hard running there. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Sellers from the gun on third down. Makes the grab on the left. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
This is exactly why third down is practiced every single day. Third and short, third and medium, third and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on third down.
And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10.
Hey, kill it. 180 race car. 180 race car.
Throwing Sellers. Bringing the heat. Connection to the right. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Kill.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Back to pass, it's Sellers. He'll throw it. He's got his man. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback keep. He's pulled down after a tough one, gets it to the 6.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
He wants to change this route. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Wide receiver going in motion. Go straight ahead. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be third down.
Yeah, and if you go big, I'm going big. I'm going to bring in extra defensive linemen. I'm going to bring in my big physical linebackers. I'm expecting run. This is what they've done. This is what you do on this part of the field, so I'm going to play aggressive on defense.
And after that stop from the defense, they're still on the 2, and now it's third down. They'll try to power it in. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Here come the Irish back on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Running inside, it's Williams. Got enough for the first. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some movement.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. They'll send the back in motion. Carr. The screen, he's got wheels. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. The run inside. It's Mobley. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all fourth downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter fourth down. You're on your side of the field. You're down. You're trailing the football.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping him off bounds with that play call.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Play action, C.J. Carr. Using his feet to buy time. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's Carr to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
A nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have. But when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running a route, give him an opportunity.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying to run, it's Mobley. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And this offense has put a nice drive together. I don't mind the run on 2nd down. We're not in a hurry. We actually want to use a lot of this clock. But more importantly, we want to punch this in the end zone. We want to cut into this lead, gain some momentum. We've struggled this first half, but we can end on a high note.
Zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Now here's Carr. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Now a timeout is called so they can talk over what to do on 4th and 2. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Looking to the big tight end. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Kill.
Here's Sellers to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Sellers. He's got him in the flat. Breaks into the open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Motion from the wideout. Sellers. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
Reads it, fires complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Sellers to the air again. Got his man on the outside. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Gamecocks take a timeout. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Third and 3. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the gun on third down, Sellers. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. That is no good. The lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Running inside, it's Williams. Doesn't find any room whatsoever here late in the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Here's the pressure. And they got it. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this.
Oh, he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
To the ground, he's got it again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
The run inside. It's Young. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, that is not the start you wanted here in the second half on offense. You're already way down on the scoreboard. You need some good things to happen, and right out of the gate in the third quarter, you put it on the ground, and the defense hops on it. That is just poor job of ball security, and that is not a great job coming out, playing with fire and playing with energy.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Gamecocks, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Looking for a crease. It's Fuller. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on a linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
They'll line up for a second down play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Sellers from the gun on third down. Going to try to get it himself. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Throwing Sellers. Here comes the heat. Trying to buy time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3.
Hey, kill it, kill it. Kill.
Sends it back in motion. The Gamecocks spin the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the back. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Throwing, Carr. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Notre Dame right back to the line. To the air, it's Carr. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it down the field. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. A great catch and run for 6.
But we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the RPO, complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. 1st and 10 as the clock winds under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. Look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Lets it fly. Wide open. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Looking for the 2-point try. Going to the run, it's Fuller. Does not get there. Boy, they stopped him just short of the goal line and kept him from getting the 2.
South Carolina, 19. Notre Dame, 7. Number 14, set to kick this one.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And a first down for the offense.
We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Running inside, it's Young. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Here's Carr to throw. Got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And that's exactly your job when you're a defense. You know, they're going to make throws, they're going to make catches. I got to get them on the ground. I got to limit the yak, the yards after the catch. Nice job breaking on the football, getting the wide receiver on the ground.
Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Wide open downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. to the air on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Bringing it back. Returns it all the way back to the 23-yard line, and the defense gets a turnover.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
And the Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's Sellers to throw. Rushes on him. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz. Get to him. Try to speed up the processor just a little bit. Force the scramble. No damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs.
Ready. 2-22.
They're going to ride this running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Gets the back moving. Sellers. Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
Well, look, I love the fact that he scrambled. You can't take a sack. You can't take a negative play at this point in the game. I just wish he would have stayed in bounds. That you got to know as a quarterback here, we've got the lead. It's late. If I get tackled in bounds, the clock keeps ticking.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. The run inside. It's Fuller. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
To the air, it's Carr. This time he's got him. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Upstairs to make the catch. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
Man, that is just what this defense did not need. Late in the football game, up by a couple of scores, you just can't give up the big play. And listen, that was a contested catch, but we got to get guys on the ground. Can't give up explosive. Let that clock tick and preserve the lead.
Throwing, Carr. Fires toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Again, it's Carr. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. When you're down, you've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on third down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to throw a screen to get some yardage to get a first down.
He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Carr on play action. Unleashes to the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. So the defense can't stop the clock 3 times here, so they can't just kneel on it. Need to pick up a fighting to get it out of the end zone, and I don't think he made it. He did not. It's a safety. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20.
Well, he was trying his best to get out of the end zone, but the penetration up front is what got that safety for the defense. Shooting their gaps, winning the one-on-ones. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Got a man in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to...
Makes a grab and room to run. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Carr lofts one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
C.J. Carr firing again. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, you can't throw it much better than that. You've got an in-breaking route coming from the right-hand side, and there wasn't a big win.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Looking to get it in. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
The clock is at 20 seconds left to play. They'll line up for an onside kick to try to pull it out. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest. I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance, but you got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 2. Offense facing.
The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. The punt team makes its way onto the field.
On to punt it away.
Way back in his own territory as he hauls it in. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up.